Now, before, and if we want to build anything, where do we normally go? We go to the setup. Go to the setup. If you have not enabled parts on this org that we're using, or if your company has not enabled part before, we're going to enable it for the first time so that we can create a new part. And that part we want to create is going to be two. We'll create one for production, because production record type is having different stages. It's having a status, then while installation is having installation stage as this. So they have different paths to follow that will guide them through the project parts. Okay, then you click part settings. When you click part settings, you say enable. That means we have not built parts on this platform before. We want to enable it for the first time. But before I enable it, let me just read some stuff here that might help us maybe in the multiple choice questions. Parts. Complete process fast by keeping users focused on what most important, by guiding users to the right field, content at the right time. Part enforces and ensures adoption of your company's process. When you create parts, you choose the following: which field and content appear for your users at each step in the process. So the kind of feed you want to make available to your users at the end of the process, you do it. What good advice, reminder, links, best practice to include at each step, you can do that as well. How many different parts to provide? For example, provide different parts for inside sales, outside sales. The way you want to provide different parts for production and another part for installation. So that's the same thing we want to do at this point. Then we have different products or services. These are things you can make available. When parts are available to your users, when you activate your part, Kanban also shows the key field and guidance for fields based on the same object, record type, and pick list. Now, three things have come in here now. Same object, record types, and pick list. These are three things that you need to take note of. Those three things are the things you need for your part. So if you don't have them available before you build your part, you need to get them done. But since we've built our pick list, we already have our object, we've already created our two record type. We have one installation record type, we have another one production record type. We did all this together. So definitely all these times, record types and all the rest are not strange to us at this point. Let's now move and say new parts. Let's create new part for the first time. Part name. We can. I want to call the first one production part. Production part. Production part. Then API reference name. That means developer name is going to carry on that scope. Objects that we want to deal with. What is the objects we want to build this part for? It's projects that we're building it for. So we search for projects here. Where we are project, we pick it. So we are building a part for our project. What is the record type? Is it our master or installation or production? I'm building this first part for production. That will be production. Then the pick list for it. We have like three different type of pick lists already. We have one we call priority. Is it the one we gave alt, code, and one? Then we have status. We have this thing. What is going to be the pick list now? Is status, because our production record type deals with what? Status. So we're going to pick that one. We're going to come back again and build another one for installation. That one is going to be what? The pick list is now going to be installation stage, where we're making progress now. Then we say we move to the next one. We're moving stage by stage. Now at this point, just for the demonstration's sake, I will add some field that I want to make available at each stages. These are stages available on our production as a pick list. Not started, in progress, on hold, cancelled, users testing, and what? Completed. That are the div these are the one, two, three, four, five, six different stages involved in our project before we final stage called completed. Then let's add update fields, the kind of field we want on it. This all our field is going to appear here, but you cannot add more than 5. Select and drag field for this stage. Available field, drag the field you want to include at this stage. So it's not all the field. If I like, I can pick 3. If I like, but I can't pick more than 5. Is between 0 to 5. I can decide not to pick any field. I wouldn't, in order to save time, I wouldn't even pick anything, but I want to pick it just because I just want to demonstrate to you how and why and all the rest. Then let me just say, let me pick closing soon. No, you have not started. It's not closing soon. You don't need closing soon at that stage. And created by the which other one? Percentage completion. Nothing like that. Project this, project name. Yeah, let me put project name there. So I need project name to be there. And that's it. Started date, start date, status. It's okay. Let me just say I want the start dates to be there. I'll say save. Then I will pick this one again. Give it some field in progress. If it's in progress, what is the percentage completion? Then what is the days project? And no, I've already given project name. Who's the project manager to attend to this? Then who's uh, let me go up. Let me go up. Who's gonna be the, let's say, contact person from that company that we're doing this for? Description. If I need it, I click save. You can do it all around for everything. Let me just go to the last one and do it for completed. I'll say, let me add feed for it. I'll say, at this point now, I always want my actual cost for this project, actual hour. Yeah, let's say actual cost should be available as you are completed the project, and as well contingency, so that nobody will description, email address. Do I want email address? No. End date. So the end of that project should be there at the completed stage. Then you click save at this point. Then we can move to the next stage now. At this point, activate your part. When you activate your part, key field guidance appear in a Kanban form for the same object. Record type, pick list not ready to make the part available. So I want to make it available. I toggle it. Enable celebration. I'm going to enable celebration when user reach this specific step in the part. Help them celebrate. It's going to be joyous moment after we've spent hours working day and night, deliberating, meetings upon meeting. We are able to conclude the project successfully. We're supposed to throw a party, want a kind of confetti to drop on this screen. Then I will say I want confetti appear on the pattern in Kanban view. Definitely everybody is going to pump champagne. Then how often do I want the confetti to drop on my screen? Apart from doing the physical party when the project is completed, I want it to be happening right at the when the project is completed. That's when I always want to have the confetti. Then how rarely, sometimes, often, I want it to drop. When my project is completed, I want the confetti to drop on my screen. It's going to work, and we're going to display it by time we go back to the main object. At this point, you can say finish. When you say finish, that means we've created a part for our project objects. If we've done that, definitely we have to go back to the parts and to the object now, the front end, to see at work if our project is working, as in part is working on our project. If it's not working, if we've made any mistake somewhere, definitely we go back and make corrections, then it must work at the end of the day. But I believe if we check any of these now, do we see part on it? No, it's not here. Where the trouble lies. Okay. Now, is the part is not available, then I need to go to the Lightning App Builder to actually get to make it available. I want the part to be here, to show up here whenever I have my, let's say projects, I'll say new. So if I say new projects now, after I might have said the project, if it's a production, I need the part to be available for me to access. And I want it right here. Where I will go, I will take note to, this can mess up the whole thing. I will go to setup. When I go to setup, I click not edit object. I click edit page. When you have to do anything that has to do with edit page, not edit objects, when you have anything to say you want to do edit page, you always go to, it will take you to Lightning App Builder. But when it has to do with edit object, it's going to take you to Object Manager. Take note of that. That's why they call this topic Lightning App Builder, Object Manager and Lightning App Builder, because the two work together in synergy. Yeah. Right on the record page, that is where I'm getting this done. Right on the project record, I want to have that part to be available. If I don't do this part of activation, it's not going to be available. Don't let me deceive you. After you might have done everything, you'll be wondering why is it not showing up there. It's not going to show up there. Then this is where you add components to this canvas. You go to the components and search for parts. So when you have part, say I can see it, or I can still say I want to search for it. So this is part now. You pick it and drag it. If you want your part to be down, you put it down, but part should be up to guide your end users. Then I will say, let me pick the part now and drag it. You see, I now have that part now here. Then I can now click. If I want to add filter to it, I can add filter to it, but it's of no need for now. I click save. It's going to ask me some questions. Activate this page to make it feasible to users. Activate the page now. I say yes. Then I say activate. Then it's going to ask me, do I want to make it org default? That means I want to make it to be entirely like that for the whole organization. Then I can say yes. So org defaults, set this page on the org default to display for all project record except when app default. So I'm saying I want it for this. Then select the form factor that you want your org to. The form factor simply means, do you want this part to only be on desktop, or do you want it to be only on phone, to appear only on phone when you are accessing Salesforce platform on phone? Or you want it to both appear on desktop and phone? I want my form factor to be on desktop and phone. Then I say next. Then it's trying to review everything we just accepted, or we just say we want desktop, system default, current or default, phone, system default, project record page. That is what we're doing this for. Then we'll say save. When we save like this, it's saved. Already everything is okay, activation is going on, then that's solid. Then I see this very interesting thing we've added to our projects. If it's there, we've done a good job. Now let's create a new object. It's going to work. Let's create a new object. We'll see our new projects, a new project. Let's say we call it project 2, project 3, we call it project 4. production next. We'll call this one project 4. Project 4. Then start dates is going to be tomorrow. End dates is going to be, let's say, 17th. Yes. Estimated cost. Actual cost 2,500,000. Then priority hot. Contingency 40K. Email address, all those things are not necessary. I have my account. Because account is having master detail relationship with then who is the company that is giving us this project? Let's say Tech LLC. Then contact person at the Tech LLC is the contact person. Let me say Paul Gabriel. If Paul Gabriel is working at Tech LLC, it's going to be Paul Gabriel. When I click save, you see, what do we have here? Oh, I didn't select any. Well, let me select. You can see now. What do we have here? Our part. This is the part. The same way we have it on opportunity. We are having it on our, you see, the way we have it here now is the same way we're having it on our project. It was not existing on our project before. We actually built this to make it available. So project 4, I mark it. Then let's say not started, mark it. Then we mark it as a current status. You see, in progress. That means this project now is in progress. We've actually started it. We start working on the project, but it's still in progress. Then immediately we'll say it's not on hold. Anything that is on progress is going to jump this stage. Even if you mark it, it will jump to this place. It will get to that place. You just need to move it to the next stage. It's not canceled because we're already working on it. Or if it is canceled after we started working on it, that means there's going to be contract problem on court issues there. Maybe it's cancelled or issues is on it that they are not giving us the project for them to produce a solar panel for Tech LLC. If they've changed their mind, then you can say cancel. Then if everything is being done now, that we've worked on the project and everything is going on well, we can pick users testing. That means if you produce the solar and everything, you need to do users testing for it. If it is the website they're building in your company or software, they must use users testing. How it's going to work? Is it do a lot of troubleshooting, do engaging Salesforce business analysts, developers, and everything. They're going to test it. If everything is working perfectly, that is why they're going to release it to the end users, and they're also going to do training on how to use it for the end users at the end of the day. That means if that part is being taken care of for that production, is ready now, is available, and the project is completed, then the owner of the project can come and take the delivery. Then if it is going to move to the installation stage, definitely we're going to engage another kind of stages for this pick list, for this project process to get done to the final stage that is going to be commissions. Then what do we say? When we say that whenever our project is completed, there must be time for us to run party, there must be kind of confetti dropping on our screen. We actually pick that options that anytime there must be time for celebration when a project is completed. And in most cases in any organization, if they've done any project and it has taken a while, they've worked on that project, definitely they're going to throw a party, big contract won, project executed successfully, no problem, everything is working perfectly well. When we mark it as completed, you see what's going to happen now. You see coverage is dropping on the screen. We've done an excellent job and we've actually made this happen, building it from the scratch. And it's working. This is how to handle entirely build a project from the scratch, build an object from the scratch, give it all the record type, give it parts, do everything, and it's responsive. This is the same way Salesforce has actually made our opportunity possible. And the same way now we build something from the scratch in this class that is responsive and is in a full demonstration. That's, at this point now, you will know the beauty of this opportunity objects or lead object, that you can relate with them better, just because we have been able to, at granular level, we have been able to demonstrate this on our own, do something with it, and all of us can relate better with it at the end of the day. Our job is not done on the part. We have to do we've done for the production. Then what do we need to do now? We need to build another part for what? For record type called project installation. Let's go and let's dive right in.
Alright, that's a wrap up for today's video. I hope you have picked up some valuable insights and actionable tips in Salesforce ecosystem. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a big thumb up. If you found it helpful, I'm Asikola Oshirikan and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.